Hello guys, most microcontrollers are incredibly fast, yet many projects still miss deadlines, freeze randomly, or behave unpredictably. The problem is not the hardware, the problem is the way the software is written. In this video, I'll show you why traditional bare metal firmware becomes hard to scale and how FreeRTOS solve this using real-time scheduling. So, welcome back to the e-learning. This is day 1 of our FreeRTOS in 7 days series, where we go step by step from fundamentals to real projects. Today, we will answer 3 questions. What does RTOS actually mean? What goes wrong with a normal while loop program? And why is FreeRTOS the most popular RTOS in embedded system? So RTOS stands for real-time operating system. The word real-time does not mean fast, it means predictable. A real-time system guarantees that important operations happens within a known time limit called deadline. For example, the first task is a motor controller loop may need to run every 1 millisecond. So we have first task is 1 millisecond. A CAN message must be transmitted within 5 milliseconds. So second one is 5 millisecond. We have listed 3 tasks here. And the third task is a temperature sensor must be sampled every 100. So we have these three tasks to consider. Missing those deadlines can damage hardware or make the system unsafe. So real-time systems are often grouped into hard real-time and soft real-time. FreeRTOS is typically used in soft and firm real-time system. So most beginners start embedded programming with a single infinite loop, which looks like this. We are reading the input, process the data, get result as output, and its loops repeats. And this delay will block the deadline or the timeline. So instead that loop, we read sensor, blink LEDs, transmit data and handle communication. At first, this works, but as the system grows, every new feature adds more delay and complexity. If one function waits for 100 milliseconds, everything else must also wait. There is no concept of priority. So this is continuously going infinite loop. We don't have any priority. So a safety critical functions can be delayed by a simple LED blink. So we have multiple problems. Long blocking delays. This is waiting for sensor data blocks execution. We have no priority. So LED blinks delay critical sensor reads. We have poor scalability. Hard to add another sensor task, and we have slow response, slow to react to use inputs. This approach becomes fragile and unmaintainable. And RTOS changes the way we design firmware. Instead of one gain loop, we split the system into independent tasks. Each task repeats one. Each task represents one responsibility. So we have sensor acquisition, we have communication, we have LED and control algorithm. So the RTOS kernel includes a scheduler. The scheduler always runs the highest priority task that is ready to execute. If a higher priority task becomes ready, maybe due to an interrupt, the scheduler can immediately switch to it. This is what gives us deterministic real-time behavior. So why FreeRTOS? FreeRTOS is one of the most widely used RTOS kernels in the world. It is open source, it is teeny use, and it's portable across hundreds of microcontrollers. So we are using in the cross platforms. supported by major vendors like ST Microelectronics and Expressive. So what is the real world use? You will find FreeRTOS inside automotive, industrial PLC models, smart meters, IoT device and robotics platforms. So we have the demo explanation. Let's make this concrete with a simple experiment. We will blink an LED every 500 millisecond and print a message on UART every 300 millisecond. So in bare metal programming, we have while loop, which is infinite loop. In that, we are setting the GPIO pin as toggle pin and adding the 500 millisecond delay. And after that on UART, we are printing hello without RTOS and it's having the 300 millisecond delay. So this is the typical writing of the code in the bare metal version. In the bare metal code, both actions are controlled by blocking delays. So this one is the blocking delay and the second one is the blocking delay. The UART message can only print after the LED delay finish and vice versa. If this delay will finish, this will print on UART. Till this delay is there, we will not able to print this hello without RTOS. So with RTOS, we will divide this into two parts. So in the FreeRTOS version, we are creating the two tasks. In the first task, it is LED task, and the second one is UART task. Each task sleeps independently using RTOS delay. While one task is waiting, the CPU is free to run another task. The result is clean, deterministic timing and scalable design. So in this pre-RTOS version, we have created these two tasks. One is for UART and one is for LED. So we will see one by one how we create the task in the next slide. So in the FreeRTOS, first is LED task. In that we define one function. In that we are adding the while loop and adding the HAL GPIO toggle pin, and we are adding the task delay, which we define as a 500 millisecond. The second one is UART task. In that same we are defining one function. In that we are printing the hello from FreeRTOS and we are adding the task delay, which is 300 millisecond. So what we'll do, the RTOS will do independently this to execute this task independently. So let's summarize what you learned today. Real time means predictable, not fast. Large while loop system becomes fragile. RTOS use task and priorities. FreeRTOS is popular because it is small and portable. So thanks for watching. In day 2, we will dive into task, priorities and the scheduler in details with live experiment. For subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the day 2 video. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and share for this if you like this video.